Hi all, welcome to this video. Today we will be discussing psychoanalytic theory by Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud is the founding father of the psychodynamic approach. The psychoanalytic theory explains the behavior and personality in terms of unconscious dynamics within the individual. It emphasizes the internal conflicts, attachments, and the motivations. Adult personalities are formed by experience in early childhood. Behavior is driven by the unconscious, biologically based urges that demand gratification. The structure of personality includes id, ego, and the superego. The id operates according to the pleasure principle, the source of basic drives which is present from birth. To avoid pain and obtain pleasure, the id operates on two processes reflect action, which usually reduce tensions immediately, and the primary processes, which is a more complicated psychological reaction. It attempts to discharge tension by forming an image of an object that will remove the tension. Next, the ego, which operates according to the reality principle, which arises in the first 3 years of life, it mediates between the it and the superego. The ego operates by the means of secondary process. Ego is the rational part of the mind which says you can't always get what you want. The superego operates according to the morality principle. It is governed by the moral constraints and is the moral self. The superego stores and enforces the rules. Next, we will discuss about the psychosexual stages that are oral stage, anal stage, phallic stage, latency stage, and genital stage. The oral stage, which is from birth to 18 months, the babies learn about the world with their mouths and oral pressures. Oral fixation can occur, which is the preoccupation with the oral activities as an adult. In the anal stage, that is from 18 months to 3 years, there will be control of eliminating and retaining feces, toilet training issues. Anal retentive behavior and anal expressive behavior can be occurring. Anal retentive is like when there is obsession with cleanliness, perfection, and control. Anal expulsive means messy, disorganized behaviors. Next is phallic stage, which is from 3 to 5 or 6 years, and it is the in this stage the pleasure zone is the genitals. Oedipus complex and Electra complex can occur in this stage where the child develop feelings for opposite sex parent and rivalry feelings towards the same sex parent. Boys fear of castration, whereas girls will be having penis envy. The next stage is latency stage, which is from 6 to puberty. In this stage, sexual urges are repressed and children will be playing with the same sex peers. The fifth stage, that is genital stage, is from puberty, and this stage leads to adult sexuality. Now, we will discuss about the defense mechanism. First one is denial, which is protecting oneself from an unpleasant reality by refusing to perceive it. Next is repression, which is unconsciously preventing painful or dangerous thoughts from entering awareness. The third one is displacement, which is substituting different target for impulse when the original would be dangerous or unacceptable. The fourth one, which is projection, that is attributing one's own feelings, shortcomings, or unacceptable impulses on others. The next is reaction formation, that is preventing dangerous impulses from being expressed in behaviors by exaggerating opposite behavior. Next, regression, that is retreating to an earlier level of development or to earlier, less demanding habits or situations. Rationalization, which is justifying your behavior by giving reasonable and rational but false reasons for it. The eighth one is sublimation, which is working of unmet desires or unacceptable impulses in activities that are constructive. The last one, which is compensation, is counteracting real or imagined weakness by emphasizing desirable traits or seeking to excel in the areas of weakness or in other areas. Now, we will look into the types of anxiety. There are three types of anxiety, that is, reality anxiety, neurotic anxiety, and moral anxiety. The first one is reality anxiety, which is the basic type, that is, fear of real danger in the external world. From it, the other two types are derived. That is the neurotic anxiety and the moral anxiety. In the neurotic anxiety, fear that the instincts will get out of control and cause the person to do something for which he or she will be punished. The third anxiety, that is moral anxiety, is fear of conscience. People will develop superegos, tend to feel guilty when they do something or even doing something that is contrary to the moral code which they have been raised. That's all for today's video. Thank you.